Have you ever noticed that it's harder to get up from a chair, that shopping bags seem heavier than they used to, or that you're out of breath after climbing stairs, even though that wasn't a problem before? If so, you may be experiencing sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that affects everyone over the age of 60. The frightening truth is that from the age of 60, we lose about 3 to 8% of our muscle mass every year. This means that in 10 years, you could lose up to 80% of your original strength if you don't do anything about it. But here's the good news. This process is not inevitable. It can be stopped, and even what I'm going to show you today will revolutionize the way you think about protein and muscle maintenance. There are 3 special proteins that have been scientifically proven to not only stop muscle loss, but even reverse it. These proteins are not exotic, expensive, or hard to find. They are commonplace and probably closer than you think. The third protein I am going to introduce to you is used by less than 5% of people over the age of 60 for muscle building, even though it is the most powerful and effective of all. It is so commonplace that it is probably in your refrigerator right now, but you are using it completely wrong or not at all for the purpose for which it is most valuable. These 3 proteins have been shown in clinical studies to increase muscle mass by up to 15% in just 12 weeks. Not in young athletes in gyms, but in people over 60 who continued to live their normal life. These are results that many doctors thought impossible until they saw the studies themselves. But this is not just about muscle mass or numbers on a scale. It's about your independence, your quality of life, and your ability to live an active and self-determined life, even at 90. It's about whether you can lift your grandchildren, go shopping on your own, or get out of the bathtub without help. Every day that you don't make proper use of these 3 proteins is a dose day in the fight against muscle loss. But every day that you use them is a step back toward the strength and vitality you once had. If you are ready to regain your strength, then not only slow down the aging process, but reverse it in many areas, then stick with it until the end. This information could be the turning point in your life. Why normal protein is no longer enough after 60. The shocking truth about protein resistance. Before we talk about the 3 revolutionary proteins, you need to understand why the protein you have been consuming is probably no longer sufficient. As you age, your body changes in ways that most people do not understand. Unfortunately, many doctors do not adequately explain. Your body develops what scientists call protein resistance. This means that the same amount of protein that used to build and maintain your muscles, now has little effect. It's as if your body is ignoring the protein or can no longer process it properly. This protein resistance has several biological causes that increase with age. First, your digestive system produces fewer of the enzymes necessary for protein breakdown. Second, your kidneys work less efficiently, causing important amino acids to be lost before they can take effect. Thirdly, your muscles are less sensitive to the signals that normally lead to muscle growth. The result is devastating. While a 30-year-old can optimally stimulate their muscles with 15 to 20 grams of protein per meal, a 70-year-old may need 40 to 50 grams of protein per meal to achieve the same effect. Herein lies the fundamental problem: stimulate their muscles. Optimally, a 70-year-old may need 40 to 50 grams of protein per meal, 50 grams of the right protein at the right time. This is the fundamental problem. Most seniors not only eat too little protein overall, but also the wrong protein at the wrong time and in the wrong combination and distribution. A typical day looks like this. They drink a coffee with a roll in the morning, perhaps 5 grams of protein, followed by a salad with a little cheese at lunchtime, another 8 to 10 grams, and a modest portion of meat or fish in the evening, 20 to 25 grams in total. Perhaps 35 to 40 grams of protein per day, spread over 3 tiny portions. This distribution is practically ineffective for people over 60. Their bodies need larger amounts of protein at once in order to absorb and activate protein synthesis. It's like an old engine that needs a certain minimum speed to start at all. Below this critical threshold, nothing happens, no matter how many times you turn the key. I remember Miss Becker, 60 years old, who came to me because he was feeling increasingly weak and frail. He was confused because he thought he was eating a healthy. He ate his protein every day, yogurt for breakfast, a cheese sandwich, a little chicken for lunch, and in the evening, on paper, his diet looked reasonable, but his muscle mass continued to decline, and he felt weaker every month. Only when we completely restructured his protein intake and switched to the right proteins in the right amounts at the right time did his strength begin to improve. After just 6 weeks, he was able to climb stairs again without any problems, climb stairs again without difficulty, and after 3 months, he felt stronger than he had in years. The solution lies not only in more protein, but in a protein that is specifically designed to overcome age-related protein resistance and also to unleash its maximum effect in older people. The first powerful protein, whey protein, is the gold standard for rapid muscle building. From the age of 6, the first protein that can not only stop muscle loss, but also reverse it, is whey protein, also known as whey protein. But before you think that this is only for young bodybuilders in the gym, let me explain why whey protein is possibly the most important and powerful dietary supplement there is. Whey protein is not just any protein, it is a complete protein with a nearly perfect amino acid profile that is particularly rich in leucine, the most important and powerful amino acid for muscle building. Leucine acts like a biological switch in your muscles that signals it's time to grow and repair itself. What makes whey protein particularly valuable and unique for seniors is its incredible speed. While other protein sources, such as meat or eggs, take several hours to be completely digested, broken down, and transported to the muscle, whey protein is already in your bloodstream after 30 to 60 minutes and immediately begins its regenerative effect. This speed is absolutely crucial because older people have a much narrower and more critical time window in which protein synthesis, the complex biological process of muscle building, functions optimally. Whey protein makes the most of this precious time window and does not waste any valuable time. International studies have clearly shown that 25 to 30 grams of high-quality whey protein in people over 60 can have the same powerful muscle-building effect as in young people in their 20s. This is medically revolutionary because it means that despite age-related protein resistance, they can stimulate and build muscle just as effectively as in their youth. Mrs. Weber, aged 7, started drinking a whey protein shake every day on my express advice. Whey protein shake every day. She was skeptical at first and thought it was not for women her age, but after only 8 weeks, she was able to get up from her deep armchair again, without support, carry her shopping bags without help, and climb stairs without getting out of breath or having to take a break. When we had her body composition measured, we found that her muscle mass had increased by an impressive 12. But here's the absolutely crucial point that most people don't understand. Timing is everything. Whey protein works best when consumed within 30 minutes of physical activity. This doesn't have to be intense training at the gym. Even a 15-minute walk, light housework, gardening, or even climbing stairs are enough to sensitize your muscles to the protein and optimize absorption. The most common and most expensive mistake people make is treating whey protein like a normal snack or drink. They drink it at some point during the day without any connection to physical activity, often while watching TV or as a meal replacement. This is not only a waste of your money, but also a waste of the incredible power of this protein. Whey protein is like a high-precision medication. It must be taken at exactly the right time and in exactly the right dose to be fully effective. The optimal dosage for people over 60 has been scientifically proven to be 25 to 40 grams per serving, which corresponds to about 1 heaped measuring spoonful of high-quality protein powder mixed with 250 to 300 milliliters of water or low-fat milk. Drink it immediately after physical activity, and you will be amazed at how quickly you notice changes in your body and strength. Whey protein is and remains the scientifically proven gold standard for muscle building in seniors. Use it correctly, and it will literally change your life. The second underrated protein, collagen, is the insider tip for muscle strength and joint health.
This second powerful protein is completely underestimated and misunderstood by most people. When you think of collagen, you probably automatically think of expensive skincare creams or anti-aging treatments. But collagen is much, much more than that. It is an absolutely crucial and indispensable building block for strong, functional muscles and healthy, pain-free joints. In people over 60, collagen makes up about 30% of all the protein in your entire body. It is literally the protein that holds your muscles, tendons, ligaments, joints, and even your bones together and gives them structure. Without collagen, your body would literally fall apart. With age, your body produces less and less collagen. Scientific studies show that production decreases by about 1:1. This means that by the age of 60, you already have 35 to 40% less collagen in your body than you did in your youth. With age, this loss can be even greater. This dramatic collagen deficiency is one of the main reasons why people over 60 not only lose muscle mass, but also increasingly suffer from joint pain, stiffness, reduced mobility, and general physical instability. Without sufficient collagen, your muscles cannot function optimally and work together, no matter how much other protein you consume. Mr. Schmidt, 27 years old, has suffered from chronic knee pain and general physical weakness for years. He had already tried various treatments and even took other protein supplements regularly, but his condition simply did not improve. Schmidt, 27 years old, had been suffering from chronic knee pain and general physical weakness for years. He had already tried various treatments and even took other protein supplements regularly, but his condition simply did not improve. It was only when we added collagen to his daily diet that everything began to change dramatically. After just 6 weeks, his knee pain by 70%, and he felt more stable, mobile, and stronger overall than he had in years. Collagen has a completely unique amino acid structure that fundamentally distinguishes it from all other proteins. It is particularly rich in 3 special amino acids: glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These 3 amino acids are found in other protein sources only very rarely and in much lower quantity. However, they are absolutely essential for building, repairing, and maintaining muscle tissue in older people. Groundbreaking scientific studies have clearly shown that daily intake of 15 to 20 grams of high-quality collagen peptides in people over 60 not only dramatically improves joint function, but also significantly and measurably increases muscle mass. In a particularly remarkable study, seniors who took collagen daily for 12 weeks gained an average of 5.7% muscle mass, while the control group that did not receive collagen lost 1.2% muscle mass. The key to maximum effectiveness here is also timing. Collagen works best when taken about an hour before bedtime. While you sleep, your natural growth hormones are most active, and collagen optimally supports the nightly repair and rebuilding process of your muscles, tendons. The best and most effective form of collagen for muscle building is hydrolyzed collagen peptides, which are tiny, pre-digested collagen particles that can be absorbed immediately and completely by your body. You can easily stir them into water, tea, coffee, or even warm soup. High-quality collagen is completely tasteless and dissolves without leaving any residue. Miss Klein, aged, began
20 grams of collagen into her chamomile tea every evening. After just 8 weeks, she reported not only significantly less joint pain, but also noticeably improved muscle strength and mobility. She was able to go for longer walks again and felt years younger overall. Collagen is not just another protein, it is the biological glue that holds your entire body together and keeps it functioning. If you are still watching this video and find this information valuable, please write number 2 in the comments below to show that you are here and listening attentive. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would be very happy if you would subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any important videos. Your support helps us continue to share vital health information that can make a real difference. The third revolutionary protein, K, is the best kept secret of nighttime muscle regeneration. Now we come to the third and by far the most surprising protein. I can absolutely guarantee that less than 5% of all people over the age of 60 are aware of this protein and use it strategically for muscle building, even though it is the most powerful and effective tool for nighttime muscle regeneration that nature provides us with. The very best thing is that you probably have it in your fridge every single day without even realizing what incredible, life-changing power it has. Casein is the main protein in cow's milk, making up about 80% of the total milk protein, with only 20% coming from whey protein. But here lies the absolutely crucial and revolutionary difference between casein and all other proteins. Casein is digested and released extremely slowly, while whey protein is completely absorbed within an hour. Casein continuously releases amino acids into your bloodstream over 60. This slow, steady release makes casein the perfect nighttime protein for people over 60, while they sleep peacefully when their bodies normally fall into a catabolic state, which means they automatically start breaking down muscle to gain energy for vital function. Casein continuously and reliably supplies your muscles with exactly the building blocks they need for repair and growth. This is the fundamental problem that almost all seniors have. Most people over 60 eat after 6 or 7, which means that their muscles have to go 10, 11, 12, or even 14 hours without any protein supply, which is an eternity for aging muscles that are already naturally more prone to break. Every single night thus becomes a tragically missed opportunity for muscle building, or at least muscle maintenance. Groundbreaking scientific studies have clearly and irrefutably shown that people over 60 who consume 30 to 40 grams of high-quality casein before going to bed can increase their muscle mass by up to 8% in just 12 weeks, by up to 8% without any additional training or other lifestyle changes. Mr. Fisher, Cebu's 76 years old, was initially very skeptical when I suggested he drink a large glass of milk with added kin pulver every evening. "That's only for young athletes," he said, shaking his head. "At my age, it won't do any good." But I was able to convince him to at least give it a try. After 10 weeks, he was completely convinced and enthusiastic. His chronic nightly back pain had practically disappeared. He got up in the morning feeling much lighter and without stiffness, and his overall physical strength had increased so significantly that even his family noticed. The secret of casein lies in its absolutely unique biological structure. In the stomach, it forms a stable gale that significantly slows down gastric emptying and ensures a constant, even supply of amino acids over many hours. Casein lies in its absolutely unique biological structure. In the stomach, it forms a stable gale that significantly slows down gastric emptying and ensures a constant, even supply of amino acids over many hours. This slow release property is particularly valuable and important for people over 60 whose muscles need a continuous supply of amino acids to successfully counteract age-related deterioration. The best and most cost-effective natural source of high-quality casein is not expensive dietary supplements from the internet, but something you probably buy and use regularly without knowing its true power. Quark, also known as curd cheese or grainy cream cheese, consists of about 80% pure casein and is one of the most concentrated and inexpensive sources of casein available. 400 grams of regular quark, equivalent to about 1 small cup, contain approximately 24 to 26 grams of high-quality casein, which is more than enough to optimally nourish your muscles throughout the night. You can eat quark plain, mix it with fresh or frozen berries, add a little honey and cinnamon, or even prepare savory variations with herbs, cucumbers, or tomato. The most important thing is correct timing. Eat it 30 to 60 minutes before going to bed, so that it has enough time to form a protective gale in your stomach. Mrs. Hoffman, 70 years old, started eating 200 grams of quark with a teaspoon of honey and a pinch of cinnamon every evening. After just 6 weeks,
She not only noticed that she was sleeping more deeply and restfully, but also that she was significantly less stiff and tense in the morning. When we had her body composition measured after 12 weeks, we found that her muscle mass had increased by an impressive 6%. Kin is like a hardworking invisible worker who works tirelessly throughout the night to repair and build your muscles while you sleep peacefully and relax. The perfect combination. How to use all three proteins strategically and optimally. Now that you have learned about the three powerful proteins individually, I will show you how to combine them strategically and optimally to achieve maximum life-changing results, because this is where the real secret lies. These three proteins are not only powerful individually, but they also reinforce and complement each other in a synergistic way when used correctly, unstrategically. The absolute key lies in precise timing and thoughtful distribution throughout the day. Your body goes through different biological phases of protein requirement and protein synthesis, and each of the three proteins is optimized and designed for a specific phase. In the morning, right after waking up, your body is in a highly catabolic state. It has been continuously breaking down muscle throughout the night to gain energy for vital functions. Now you need high-quality protein that is quickly available to stop and reverse this destructive process. Here, whey protein is the unbeatable champ. Up to 30 g of whey protein mixed with water or low-fat milk immediately stops nighttime muscle breakdown and initiates the anabolic building process. At lunchtime, when you become more physically active and your body is exposed to the stresses of the day, you need structural support for your muscles, tendons, ligaments, and joints. This is the perfect time for collagen. 15 to 20 g of high-quality collagen peptides dissolved in water, tea, or a warm soup optimally prepare your entire musculoskeletal system for the stresses of the day and support continuous repair and strength. In the evening, about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, it's time for powerful casein. 200 g of quark or 30 to 35 g of clean powder. Provide your muscles with the necessary building blocks throughout the night and transform your sleep into an active, productive muscle building phase. This strategic triple combination works like a seamless 24-hour muscle protection and building program. Whey protein for a powerful quick start in the morning, collagen for structural support and stability during the day, and casein for nighttime regeneration and building while you sleep. But here's the key point. You don't have to introduce all three proteins right away. That can be overwhelming and isn't necessary. Start systematically with a single protein. I recommend whey protein because it delivers the fastest and most visible result. After 2 to 3 weeks, when you have gotten used to it, add the casein in the evening, and after another 2 weeks, incorporate the collagen at lunchtime. Mr. Wagner, 47 years old, started with exactly this step-by-step systematic approach. In the first week, he only added the whey protein in the morning. After just 1 week, he felt significantly more energetic and less tired. After 3 weeks, he added quark in the evening, and after another 2 weeks, collagen at lunchtime. After a total of 12 weeks, he had built up an incredible 18% muscle mass and felt like a completely new person. The amounts do not have to be dogmatic and precise to the gram. Start with slightly smaller portions and increase gradually, according to how you feel and how well you tolerate them. More important than the exact amount is daily consistency. It is much better to consume a slightly smaller amount every day than large amounts occasionally. Never forget that these three proteins are powerful tools, but not miracle cures. They work best in combination with regular, even if only light, physical activity. A 15-minute walk, simple resistance exercise, using your own body weight, gardening, or even everyday activities, such as cleaning or climbing stairs, significantly enhance the effect of all three proteins. The combination of these three strategically used proteins and regular, appropriate exercise can not only drastically slow down the aging process, but even reverse it in many measurable areas. Frequent mistakes that you should avoid at all costs. The most common and costly mistake is underdosing. Many people think that a little protein is better than none. Not only drastically slow down the aging process, but even reverse it in many measurable areas. Common mistakes. you must avoid at all costs. The most common and costly mistake is underdose. Many people think a little protein is better than none and consume far too small amounts. But as I have explained, after the age of 60, your body needs a critical minimum amount to react at all. 10 or 15 grams of whey protein are practically completely ineffective. You need at least 2.5 grams at a time to activate protein synthesis. Another critical mistake is completely wrong timing. I always see people drinking whey protein for dinner or eating cheese in the morning. That's like trying to hammer a nail with a screwdriver. It just doesn't work optimally. Never neglect adequate fluid intake. Protein needs water to be processed optimally. For every gram of additional protein, you should drink at least 30 milliliters of additional water. Your 12-week success plan. Weeks 1 to 2, start with only 20 grams of whey protein every morning and drink at least 2 liters of water daily. Weeks 3 to 4, increase the whey protein to 25, add 100-150 grams of quark in the evening, 1 hour before going to bed. Week 5 to 6, add 100 collagen peptides dissolved in water or tea at lunchtime. Week 7 to 12, optimize all amounts according to how you feel and increase what you can realistically expect if you tolerate it well. Week 1, more energy in the morning. Week 100 B, better sleep and less joint pain. Week 5 to 8, visibly increase in muscle mass. Week 9 to 12, significantly improved strength and mobility. Science confirms it. With age, the activity of mTOR, the main switch for SIB, muscle growth, while myosin, which inhibits muscle growth, increases. Our 3 proteins combat these changes in a targeted manner. Whey protein activates mTOR through leucine. Collagen provides structural support, and QT prevents nighttime muscle break. Studies show that this combination can increase protein synthesis in people over 60 by up to 70%, comparable to young people. Final thoughts: these 3 proteins, whey protein, collagen, and casein, are the most powerful scientifically proven tools against age-related muscle loss. They are proven practical and affordable for everyone. The key lies not only in knowledge, but in immediate action. Every day without these proteins is a lost day in the fight against muscle loss, but every day with them is a step back toward more strength, independence, and quality of life. You now have the knowledge and the plan. Start tomorrow morning with 25 grams of whey protein after a short walk. This is your first step towards a stronger, healthier, and more self-determined life. Your future self will be infinitely grateful to you for this decision. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this information helpful, please leave a comment and let us know which of the 3 proteins you will try first. Your experiences can help and motivate others. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with people who might need it. Your support helps us continue to share vital health information. We have prepared a text version of this video. You can find the link in the description. Remember, it's never too late to become stronger. These 3 proteins could be the turning point in your life.